The war cries have faded, leaving a landscape scarred by shattered peaks and smoldering valleys. In the wake of the Blood Spirit Sect's onslaught, Zhan Wuji's resolve burns brighter than the ruins around him. Secrets unearthed within the Forsaken Cave now threaten to unravel the fragile alliances of the northern continent. As shadows twist with whispers of betrayal, recap. Martial God Asura, Chapter 121, Chapter 122, draws us into a crucible where courage is tested, power hungers, and the next move may decide the fate of all who dare to stand. The air trembled with anticipation, as if the very heavens held their breath. A young figure stepped forward, and in that instant, the crowd's gaze snapped like drawn bowstrings. "Who is that?" murmured the spectators, eyes wide with disbelief. "That is Chu Feng, but he looks so young." Even among the chosen, those who would compete in the New Excellence Assembly were carefully selected. Most were 18, the peak of youthful cultivation. Yet here stood Chu Feng, his face still touched by the softness of boyhood. His presence alone challenged every expectation. Though his cultivation shone with uncommon brilliance for his years, beside the core disciples of first-rate schools, he seemed fragile, almost inconsequential. Whispers ran through the plaza. Why would Golden Purple City send someone so young? Even with potential, his current strength cannot compete with the others. Many frowned, doubt twisting their expressions. At that moment, a familiar figure rushed forward. Su Mei, her eyes sharp with worry and frustration, scolded him gently. "Where have you been? Why are you so late?" Chu Feng scratched his head, offering a sheepish smile. I was tired yesterday and slept a bit." Su Mei's lips pressed into a pout, sharp as a blade. "You slept while everyone else risked their lives against the ghost horn beasts?" Her voice wavered between exasperation and worry. "Don't worry," Chu Feng said, calm as a still pond. Even without focusing, entering the top 10 should pose no problem. Observers caught the subtle exchange and began to understand the bond between the young warrior and the third lady of the Su family. Connections, they realized, had played a part in his selection, explaining the coveted golden purple commanding badge he carried, yet murmurs of doubt and envy remained, echoing across the assembly. "Connections or not, strength will speak on the battlefield," some muttered, eyes narrowing with disdain. After exchanging a few words with Su Mei, Chu Feng approached the guard, his steps unhurried yet purposeful. With practiced grace, he laid down 200 purple horns harvested from the ghost horn beasts. Gasps erupted from the crowd. "He killed so many. With such ease?" Whispers crackled like lightning through the plaza. Even the most skeptical could hardly believe the sight. Around him, competitors clenched fists and jaws alike. Wan Wenpeng, ranked 10th, turned pale, his expression twisting in fury. His place in the top 10 was now slipping away, stolen by a boy he had dismissed, though suspicions of deceit lingered among the onlookers. Attributing Chu Feng's results to his ties with Su Mei, no one dared voice them. To challenge the Su family, even indirectly, was perilous. Chu Feng's exceptional harvest secured him a place in the competition, while Wan Wenpeng's rank fell away. Anger coiled around Wan Wenpeng like a serpent. Those from the golden purple city whispered cautions, trying to soothe him, but his indignation only grew. Chu Feng, by mere presence and skill, had challenged their pride. Soon, the first duel was announced. Chu Feng's opponent emerged, a core disciple from the Wind Hearing School, a youth whose reputation was formidable. He looked down on Chu Feng, disdain radiating from his every movement. "I will not soil my hands with you. Concede, and save us both the trouble." Chu Feng's lips curved into a faint smile. "Concede? No, but mark my words, you will understand what it means to face me. One strike is all it will take." The disciple's eyes flared, and in a storm of motion, he unleashed his technique, the layers of blurred shadows. His body multiplied into countless afterimages, weaving in and out of perception with dizzying speed. Each figure moved with such fluid precision that even the seasoned watchers held their breath. "This is the fourth-ranked bodily martial skill of the Wind Hearing School," Wan Wenpeng announced, voice trembling with awe. 3 years of practice perfected to its essence. Against it, even the most skilled would struggle. Yet Chu Feng stood, unblinking, serene as the calm at the eye of a storm. He had already discerned the true form among the mirages. The disciple surged forward, a maelstrom of speed and intent, a whirlwind set to crush. Spectators braced, confident of the boy's imminent humiliation. But Chu Feng moved not to evade. His fist shot forth like lightning, finding the true body with unerring precision. The impact rang like thunder. The clones vanished, leaving only the disciple, thrown violently to the ground, clutching his face in agony. Pain and disbelief etched every line of his form as he tumbled helplessly. Chu Feng's voice, calm yet laced with quiet dominance, carried across the plaza. "You were correct. Against opponents such as you, I only need one strike." Silence followed, thick as a heavy mist, broken only by whispers of astonishment. The boy, who appeared too young, too inexperienced, had revealed the truth of his strength, talent tempered with insight and a mastery that belied age. In that moment, the legend of Chu Feng began to carve its path through the world of martial cultivation, unstoppable and undeniable. In the heart of the grand arena, tension hung thick as morning mist over jagged peaks. A gasp rose from the crowd, sharp as the clang of a sword against steel. What just happened?" Whispers erupted, carried by the wind across the tiers of spectators. Eyes darted frantically, trying to piece together the chaos that had just unfolded. The battlefield, once crowded with warriors' shadows, now lay bare. Silhouettes scattered like leaves before a storm. And there, sprawled on the stone floor, was a disciple from the Hearing Wind School, defeated in a manner that left hearts trembling. The spectators could hardly believe the display. They had seen no grand flourish, no complicated maneuver, only an empty stage and a fallen figure. But amid the sea of astonishment, one gaze burned brighter than the rest. Su Hen, the venerable lord of Vermilion Bird City, leaned forward, his eyes narrowing with admiration. Every movement, every aura on that stage had been observed with the precision of a hawk. He had seen the hand that struck, the lightning speed of the attack. Behind him, Su Ru, the embodiment of grace and youthful charm, whispered with awe, "Father, as I said, Chu Feng wields spirit power. Ordinary martial trickery cannot touch him." Her words danced like petals on the wind, but they carried profound truth. Su Hen's eyes softened slightly, a rare smile tugging at his lips. "It is not merely spirit power," he murmured. "Even with such strength, to wield only the beginning level of the mysterious technique, and yet fell he did, an Origin Realm disciple, 8th spirit cultivation, overwhelmed as if by a gust of wind. Such talent, such genius." His gaze returned to the stage, fiery and reverent. "Ruer, our family must not let this slip. He will be a pillar of our future, whether we wish it or not." Meanwhile, cheers erupted elsewhere in the arena. On another platform, Chen Wanxi had already demonstrated the might of the Lingyun school, one strike, swift, precise, and devastating. Her adversary lay vanquished, an epitome of raw skill brought to bear before all eyes. The audience, particularly those from Golden Purple City, roared with pride. "She is truly unmatched. Our chance at first place, it glimmers brighter than ever," murmured a young disciple, eyes alight with hope. Comparisons were inevitable. On the adjacent stage, the Wind Cloud City's champion, a second-level Origin Realm prodigy, battled a seemingly lesser opponent. Yet his display, though fierce, lacked the elegance, the immediacy of Chen Wanxi's strike. Though victory was his, it came with struggle, with effort that left whispers of doubt trailing in its wake. And then there was Chu Feng. Quiet, poised, a storm restrained behind calm eyes. He had already emerged victorious from his first clash, his thoughts flicking to the Wind Cloud City disciple. A subtle glance revealed the faintest tremor of concealed strength. Interesting, he thought, almost a smile tugging at his lips. The first round concluded with a flourish of banners. Chen Wanxi stepped back, momentarily at ease, her spirit unshaken. Chu Feng strode forward to meet his next opponent, a core disciple of the Lingyun school, fierce and brimming with raw power. Though they shared the same Origin Realm level, the aura of his adversary was unmistakably potent, a storm in human form. "I know you, the one allied with that city lord," Chu Feng said lightly, a teasing edge to his words. The Lingyun disciple's reply was a frost-laden blade, sharp and unyielding. "Words are useless. I will silence your tongue." Chu Feng's lips curved. He did not underestimate him, yet neither did he fear. 7th spirit level, 8th now. Origin Realm disciples were mere stepping stones before him. Even the strongest would fall beneath a single strike, should he choose. The golden aura erupted, muscles coiled like tempered steel, bones resonating with ancient power. The disciple from Lingyun school had awakened the legendary strengthening technique. Tendons like iron, flesh like bronze, light blazed, radiating outward, blinding the eyes and cloaking every movement. Onlookers held their breath, certain that Chu Feng's defeat was imminent. But the heavens had other designs. A piercing wail shattered the tense silence. The golden light dispersed like mist at sunrise. Eyes widened, mouths fell agape. Chu Feng stood unscathed, calm as a mountain lake. His opponent, once radiant with power, now lay defeated, foam spilling from his mouth, eyes rolled back, utterly vanquished. The arena, for a heartbeat, was silent in disbelief. This was no mere prodigy. This was a genius, a force of nature, a name that would be etched into legend long after the echoes of today faded. Chu Feng had proven once more, in a world of blinding strength and relentless ambition, that true power lies not just in cultivation, but in the mastery of the impossible.